What is going on, everybody? So today we're going to talk about a couple sets that I think over the next 3 to 6 months are primed to see some large increases in price. I was going to do a video talking about some predictions I have for the back half of 2025, but I think I'll leave that for the first or second day of July. That'll be like the official halfway point of the year in terms of months. So we'll talk a little bit about 151 today and a couple other sets. 151, we've been tracking this in the spreadsheet basically every week for the past couple months, and these just continue to get bought up. The price is continuing to rise, not just on the regular ETBs, but also the PCTBs. And it's not just those two items. Booster bundle displays and also loose booster bundles. I mean, these are over $70 now on TCG Player, and I've been tracking these in the shop app up here in Canada, and it's very difficult to find these below $100 Canadian at this point all in. And I think this is going to continue to climb for the rest of 2025 and onwards because people forget 151's already 21 months old since release. It's going to hit its 2-year mark here in September. And if Pokemon's really trying to play catch up on Prismatic, Surging, Destined Rivals, some other sets, it's going to be very difficult for them to continue printing 151. And that's not even talking about sets like Twilight Masquerade, which we're going to touch on here in a second, but also Paldean Fates. I mean, those regular ETBs on TCG Player are now $200, are being bought out at that price. So although I'm buying a lot of Prismatic right now, I'm also making a push to get a little bit more exposure to 151 because I do think that these prices are going to continue to climb, and we are going to see a point where once printing stops, it really does go parabolic. Now, another set that's going parabolic right now is Twilight Masquerade, and I just want to say this because I really do think it's funny when so many people on YouTube say that, you can't be focused on the market month over month. You shouldn't be paying attention to everything. Just throw it in your closet. Don't worry about it. Come back in 5 years and you'll see your gains. But if you do that, you can get caught off by things making large moves like Twilight. I mean, nobody was talking about Twilight a month ago, 6 weeks ago. I've been telling you guys basically every week that Twilight is absolutely a dark horse. I mean, when you look at the top sets in SV era, you're going to have Destined Rivals up top, you're going to have Surging Sparks, and then it really is Paldea Evolve and Twilight kind of as 3 and 4. I mean, Twilight has a higher top 10 value right now and a more expensive chase card, but those sets are fairly close. So when I saw this box around $220 in early May, it really didn't make sense to me, especially considering Obsidian Flames was up to around $250. Paldea Evolved was close to $300, and now it's getting closer to $400. So if you guys actually look on TCG Player, and again, I did say that more boxes of the SV era could get to $300 by the end of 2025. If you go look at the most recent sale of Twilight Masquerade, it is right there at $300 for one booster box. And I'm not going to say that's the norm because the reality is if you look at the secondary market data, you look at eBay, there are a lot of boxes still below $300, and it's going to take a long time before we actually get to a market value around $300 on Twilight. But it could happen this year, and if we don't get more booster boxes of Twilight, I do think that now this is a very likely possibility. And I also think at some point you're going to have to pay attention to the chase cards, especially the Greninja, because if you look at the 1-year chart, it's up 18.55%, but back in June, July, August of last year, this was a $300 card, and that was before the boom. We're now below that, sitting around $280 after the boom. So I think some of these cards are nearing their bottoms, and if you want to pick them up for your collection or you're looking at them, maybe the PSA 10 copies as investments, we're getting close to a time where it's probably going to be worth buying these. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't actually deal with singles and slabs. I just buy sealed product. For me, that's the way to go. But if you dabble with singles and slabs, I bet that you are paying attention to some of these cards. And then the final set I wanted to talk about today, Surging Sparks. This box is doing weird things right now. It was up to around $240 last week. We're now back down to around $215, $216. It seems like there are some sellers just blowing these out around $220. On eBay, sell-through rate was down this past week, but there was also a lot less supply on the market. And we're kind of in that middle stage where I think over the next month or two, we might see a little bit of growth, but not a ton. But towards the end of the year, especially if Twilight Masquerade, Paldea Evolved, maybe even Obsidian Flames, if some of these are $300 to $400 boxes at that point, I would not be surprised if Surging Sparks makes a run up to like $275, $280. Again, that's also assuming we don't get more booster boxes. If we get a lot more booster boxes, then throw that out the window. But I would be paying attention to these three sets right now, and obviously Prismatic Evolutions, which is inarguably the best set of the SV era. And if you go look at a non-TCG's Pokemon set destruction tracker, you can see Prismatic Evolutions at the top of the list, 3.3 million packs over the past 7 days. And I believe that is assuming a 10% submission rate to PSA. So based on the hit rate, if you believed 100% of cards got submitted to PSA, that's about 330,000 packs. Now, obviously, it isn't going to be 100%, and it is probably going to be closer to 10, 20%, I don't know, maybe even 30%. Maybe some people think it's less, whatever. Either way, the number of packs being opened on a weekly basis is massive. And it's not just for Prismatic. Surging Sparks, which is a set we just talked about, up there at number 2, 2.8 million packs opened over the past week. 151, fourth place, 2.2 million packs. Twilight Masquerade's on that list as well, 1.86 million packs over the past week. And I just want to point something out, and this is why I'm so bullish on Prismatic Evolutions. Because, you'll hear people say that the set is bad, it's rough, the pull rates suck, you don't pull anything from the set, why would anyone want to open this? Guys, people said the same thing about Evolving Skies for years. You can go on any Reddit, not just the Pokemon investing Reddit, go on r/Pokemon TCG, look up Evolving Skies, look at comment sections over the years, people finding the product out in the wild, and you'll go look at NPC comments saying, you're not going to pull anything, Evolving Cries, blah, 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 blah. It is the third most open set over the past week, 2.265 million packs opened. And if we sort by 30-day packs, it is number 4 at over 11 million. And even if you think 100% of cards were sent off for grading, that's still 1.1 million packs of Evolving Skies opened in the past month. So packs are being ripped en masse. It doesn't seem like anything's slowing down. And we live in a society built on gambling. Gambling is everywhere. I am so bullish on Pokemon because at the end of the day, it is gambling. And the one thing that all gamblers have in common is they want to win big. So when people opened Evolving Skies, they were chasing the Moonbreon. It was the top chase, but it was also a very expensive card. Prismatic Evolutions, it's going to be the same deal. The Umbreon, sure, it's below $1,000 right now. It's like $950. That's still an insanely expensive card, but that's not even including God packs and the potential for that. But you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you picking up more 151 right now? Is anyone buying Twilight, Surging Sparks, Prismatic? Maybe you're buying more Obsidian Flames, which by the way, I'm not even trolling when I say it. Obsidian Flames is probably going to be a $300 box by the end of 2025. I mean, if Paldea is pushing 400, Twilight gets to 300, maybe even 350, who knows what's going to happen with that set. But you have to imagine at that point, some of these older sets outside of Paldea are going to start to see a run up. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.